y'all, so I'm Jassy. I'm creator and founder of Onya'e Naturals. I hand make my concrete vessels, I make soy candles. I am in about a handful of local shops here in Portland and Astoria. And I'm just happy to share so many resources, items, ideas for market events that could really help you. So in this video, we're going over market must-haves. And if you're new to markets, I think this would be perfect for you. If you've done so many markets and you're a pro, but you're watching, you might see something you haven't done yet. And if you've watched this whole video and you're like, hey, try this, you could do better, add that in the comment. Let me know. I'm always down to learn. I've watched so many small business market event videos. I love learning and seeing how other people do market events. You always take something away that can work for you. Don't straight up copy someone, but I started out, I didn't even have a banner. I didn't know you can just do that. I used to just have skincare products back in the day when I made skincare. One little table, no price sheet, just vibes. Like, I was an amateur. I did not know what all went into market events. You don't know what you don't know. So I hope this video was a good start and I hope it helps you. And I feel like there's room for all of us, and everyone has their own style, their own way of doing things, their own technique, their own material, and it's just fun learning and getting inspiration. So I hope you enjoy this video, and of course, watch it. And if you have any other questions or something I missed, ask in the comments. Let's engage. I really love talking to folks. It makes talking to this camera less awkward. So let's get started. Okay, so with technology, obviously the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the square reader. This is so you can ring your customers up, and if they don't pay cash, it's just good to have this reader. Most people tap their phones on it or their credit card. They can tap the card or they can put it in the little slot here. And if you've never heard of it, it's amazing. I don't have Shopify, so I use the square reader and I love it. Like, it's just so easy. But a tip or two. Set this up early, not the day of, not the day before, a week or two in advance. My market is July 10th and 11th. I've already set this up. My products are already uploaded. I have photos for it, titles, prices. So all I got to do, if someone wants to buy a big candle, push a button and they pay for it. That will save you so much time. Trust me, I've made the mistake of not updating it, not making sure it was on and working, connected to my Bluetooth. And customers have to wait, and that is very awkward. You don't want your customers having to wait. They understand to a certain point. So have your square reader and have this set up ahead of time. Highly recommend it. You can get it from the Square official site or Amazon if you need it faster. So the next thing under technology and after the square reader are batteries, of course. These are for charging, and not a lot of market event places have outlets, and if you're outside, you probably won't see them. So charge these. Okay, these are for your phone, for USB-C, USB 1 and USB 2. You just need to plug it in for your phone and charge it. I always have 2, sometimes 3. There's another one I have, I can't find, but it has the magnetic on it, so it just sticks to my phone. It's bulky, I know, but you're gonna need it. You do not want to run out of battery juice and you still have products to sell. The phone doesn't work, you can't use the square reader. If you have an iPad, then you're good. I use my phone. So have these. It is so good to be prepared, and with 2, you can always help a friend. Next is the mini fan. This particular one is Juicy Life. It's really easy. I love it. It goes high. It feels so good, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I need it now because it's really hot in Portland, but I love this fan. Okay, you probably can't hear me. So get this fan if you are near a hot space, or if you just get hot easily. Have a cute little mini fan. It will save you, especially if you make candles. Have a table fan. I have not had issue yet with my candles just straight up melting, but for the sake of me and talking a lot and not really having time to just go and constantly get liquids, have this. You will be very happy. I would be hot outside and I'm like, why didn't I buy a little fan? Use your free will and buy a cute little table fan, and you can always put it away when you're done. It's so nifty. So another fun tip I have, I keep a bag of goodies. I call it my tech bag. Backup square reader. I have more than one, actually. You never know. And I keep hand warmers in here. So during the winter months in cold markets, these keep my hands warm. I love it. And this is like a cute of little paw. I don't know if you can tell, it's like a dog on it. It's cute. Chargers and lights. This is like if, you know, it gets dark. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And yeah, it's so fun. I love stuff like this, little gadgets. I just like to be prepared, but I also like being organized, and I hate losing something. And I'm just like, well, I gotta buy it again. Cords, like, guys, this is magic. I highly recommend putting all your goodies in a bag. You'll be very grateful. And have backup stuff. So if a battery died or crashed on me, I have another. It's just, I know that's part of being an adult, but it's just good to be prepared. So in addition to my tech bag, I also have a box that I keep with me for all my markets. Okay, it's like a shoe box. And I love this because I have things in here that I need and I never want to forget, so I just keep it in one place. So it looks like this. So I'm going to show this later, but I have a banner that has my logo on it, and I use these clips to hang it up, and I never want to lose it, so I put it in this box. I put my candles on here. It's for my display, so they all lay out, and then behind my candles are rows of them packed in a box. But this is part of the display. These are little lights for when it gets dark. It was good for the holiday. I won't need it for summer, but a cute little accessory. All I gotta do is charge it and turn it on. And this holds my postcards. On the table or the kiosk, they sit like this. So handy. I know, Einstein idea, but it's just really handy, and it keeps things neat. Things too flat, folks won't pick up or read, but I make it easy for them to just take it. It's for free. I love it. I love it so much. It's really handy. And so you don't want to lose your marketing material. I got new postcards in. I didn't get to show it in the last video, but I just got these in. So it's my work, my boxes for stores, my craft boxes for online orders, and my vessels, and a little note on the back. And these are for people who just want to give it to a friend. These are for people who just want to take it. Maybe they weren't able to buy my products then, but they want to later. Has my website and social media stuff on it, but I think it's really cute. So I keep these in a linen bag, and I just stick it in there like that. And I also, in addition to that, part of my display, I put the candle here, right? The candle coaster. Let me show you. So candle here lays flat, and it has the information. So the sunlit clay with my logo and the top notes. So it's more organized. I love this look. I think it's really cool, and it's just super simple. And I can never say I lost it because it goes in here. And long as this stays together, I'm good. Sometimes I have loose business cards in here. So just do like this and tie it up. Put it back in my box, and this just saves me room as well. And if you can save room, that's good. And sometime, actually most of the time, my square reader goes in here too. Keep everything in here. This is important. Charger, square reader, magic box. Get a magic box or a bag, but this works for me. Super sturdy. It is the worst not being able to find something you need for a market. So having this in one place, I learned from past mistakes never to forget anything. So this helps me remember everything. So in this next segment, we're going to do a quick demo, just showing how I lay out my table. It's not going to be the candles and the whole shebang. I have other videos of that, but just the tablecloth, the table I use, and the kiosk, where it's from, how I set that up, how I set up my wooden displays, and then we'll meet back here. All right, so I wanted to show and demonstrate how I put my wooden displays together for my market events. I have my wooden kiosks over here, and I have my table over here, and I'm going to share all those resources and my wooden displays. And I'm going to show how you put them together, which is super easy. But for those who aren't familiar and you're curious about where to find wooden displays that aren't super expensive, I'm happy to share those resources. So I'm going to put them together, show how I put them on my table, talk about the table, share all of the tea and information on my wooden kiosk. So let's get started. So this is one of the first displays I got from the Woodernist, and I thought it was just so cute. It just fits my style and the candles really well. So you always start with the base. These are the pieces it comes with. And you just put one at the bottom on each side. Super easy. Like, these are really self-explanatory, but I like to just share for someone who's new and never used or seen it before, or you want to see how this particular one can be put together. So it's sturdy. I trust it. Really hardy. And now we'll put the shelves in this for the long ones. And you always put the big side out. And you do the same on the other side, which is the same. Pretty self-explanatory. It's good to have all the pieces together. There you go. Super sturdy, really pretty, not too heavy, which I love. That is the first one. It's so gorgeous. It's really easy to put together. And sometimes I have this curved at the corner. Now let's put this one together, which I think is really cute for smaller markets. You don't want to take up too much space on the table. I do use this a lot for my tiny candles or minis, and these are normally the biggies, but it depends. So start at the base. And it's there. Okay, and that's that. Really sturdy. Look at that. I love that. Love that. So easy. Have all these together. Super easy. All right. And that's how you put these together. They look so good. So I love these wooden displays. They're a favorite, and I personally don't want to paint them. I love the wood as it is. I don't want to add anything to it. I just like this because I do make a colorful product, and too much color is just, I don't like it. So less is more. I keep it simple, and you can keep it as natural wood, and sometimes you can buy a bag, or yeah, I think you have the option to buy a bag with this. I just opt out. I could just store it in my basement, but you do have that option. So when you're storing, going to the car and transporting, use that. But yeah, I love him. So cute. Love it. And now for this cutie, that is the Collapsible Wooden Vendor Kiosk by Oak and Smith. They have an Etsy shop and they have a regular website. I believe they're from Idaho, but they're credible and amazing. He has videos of how you put it together. It's literally handmade, which I really appreciate, and I'm glad I get to support that. It is pricey, so either pay full price or just pay payments, and I think it's worth it. I think it's an investment, and I just wanted to like go over what makes it kind of special. So this is the front side, and this is the top. It's easy to put up, and I'm pretty sure this is for like chargers, this in case. This is the back side. So this is where I'll put some extra, tissue paper, shopping bags that are flat, my cash box, my snacks. Like, this is storage. This is amazing. I love the back side of this. And the top is where I'll put extra stuff. This is a great investment. Try it out. So for the wooden kiosk, it's beautiful, and this is something else I'm not going to paint. I'm just going to leave as is. Here I put my tissue paper, business cards, stickers, things that could take up some space on the table, but I prefer the here. I recommend taking a picture so that if you're by yourself, you know how to put the pieces together and where it goes where. These little shelves I think are great. I put candles here. I put my shopping bags here. I open them up so they're already open and set. I put stickers, business cards, my square reader, tissue paper. So if folks don't want a bag, I wrap the concrete candle in the tissue paper, and I think it just looks so good here. So if I were to, I do have a new one coming. I don't know if it'll be here on time. Sometime I put my table runner on my market table and the candles on top of it. But I think if I wanted to put it on the wooden kiosk, this is how it would look. I need to wash it too. Gotta do some laundry. So I love that it like stopped at my logo. I purposely put it at the bottom. My new one is going to be more full. It's going to have like candles on it. It's going to look like the shopping bag. It's going to look really good. And it literally hangs like that. So when people walk by, say I didn't have my banner display built up, it will have my brand name so people know. And it hides the junk back here. But if I wanted to tuck it in, I can do that as well. So it's an option. People need to know who I am, and then when I need to use stuff, I just put it on top. Like, it doesn't take up space. It's super thin and super easy to pack, but it looks really good. I think when you're at a market, show your brand as much as you can. That is very important so that no one's like, who are you? All right, that was pretty great to go over. Now I'm going to show you an honest breakdown. It's really hot in Portland right now, but hey, no time like the present. It's really good to practice. I do this all the time, not for each market, but mostly for the big markets. I just want to be prepared. I'm not going to do all the candles and stuff because I'm going to be doing that for the market prep video and the event video, but for this I just want to go over the table and the displays. So now let's break it down. So unlike me, make sure you lock it. You do not want your product falling. So when you open this table, there is a lock option so that it doesn't do that. But when it's unlocked, it does. Something to keep in mind. Hold that out. Amazing, super easy, and it fits in the trunk. Yeah, so it's not an issue. It doesn't take a lot of space. I have 2 of these. I need to wash this, so put this in the laundry. Let's break this down. Nice. And that is how you break this down. So the wagon is also a great purchase. It's not that heavy. And you just open it like that. Make sure it's flat. And hold this down. and then you will it. It's great. I love it. It's really easy. And locks back up, push down. That's it. So I actually did a video not too long ago highlighting how to put these tents together. I'm not going to do that in this video because it is hot and it takes a bit of time and I have other things I want to go over, but I will share the video, which is funny to me, of how I put it together. So look at that video. I swear it's not a ploy. Just look at all my videos, but once you watch that, you'll understand why I'm not doing this again. And the only time I'm going to do it again is for the Portland Flea because you need a tent, especially being outside in August in Portland. But get this tent, it's worth it. It's my first one ever because I never really did outdoor markets and I never was prepared, never had a tent. I don't know why, imposter syndrome. So I finally got one, details on the screen, and it's worth it. It's a little intimidating, but it's really easy after you practice and put it together. And I got sandbags for it. Sand I got separately. I went to Fred Meyer. It's a local grocery store, but they have a garden area. Any garden area or even Home Depot will have sand or something to put it in. Some people use water, ice. I don't. I've heard that. I don't. I just use sand. And once you get it, you're good. You don't need to keep buying new sands. Right now, they're just in the garage. I might as well just take it out and show you, but yeah, this is the tent. Oh my God, there's cobwebs. This is handy. Comes with a bag and you can zip on, zip off. It's really easy. Let me show you the sandbags. And these are the sandbags. I have sand in it. It's not that much, but this is to keep the weight down. So if it's super windy, the tent isn't gonna fly off. It looks sturdy and big, but wind is wind. Nothing beats it, and this really helps. I have not had an issue where I needed it, but I still brought it just because like someone can bump into it. Like you just want to make sure you're secure. Just pack this up in the car, leave it on the floor or the trunk. It's pretty handy. So invest in this as well if you buy a tent and if you're using the tent outside. So yeah, that's the outdoor material. Hope it helps. So next is my banner. So in one of my other videos, I accidentally purchased a banner that was big for like a wall space, maybe a truck. I'm bad at math. Did I ever tell you that? So get a banner. I got it from Vistaprint. The support helped me. Obviously, I couldn't return it because it's my custom design, but they did give me a really, really big discount and I was able to order the proper size. And I love this banner because it goes with these clips that I'm gonna put on the screen. And behind my table, it holds my banner as wide as my table. People don't need to ask who I am. It's behind me and I'll have a picture, of course, and everything's just so cohesive. You will need two people because one end is one way. You need someone to straighten it on the other end. So I do recommend that. Get some help. Don't do this alone. Some people hang their banners up. I just got sick of doing that because the wind or it would fall and I just was lazy. So I finally had something to just hold it up for me. And it's amazing. These are the clips. I already have it here. It's already ready. You need this much because the banner, it stays up not by a string, but literally by these clips. So right here, you just put it on that way. You don't actually open it. You just slide it on. So it'll be like that. And then you clip the banner. So let's see if we can do it with the ice pack, just to give you a visual. You wouldn't do it with an ice pack, but if you wanted to, this is how it would look. And it just hangs up like that. And here it is. It comes in this box, the correct one. The wrong one is in the basement. And it's pretty much Onya'e Naturals and it's upside down. But yeah, here it is. You get the picture. I could do a whole thing, but yeah, why not? Yay. So something else to discuss are backless stools. If you don't have one, get one. You will thank yourself later. I have done markets where I stood on my feet all day, came home sore and uncomfortable. You're gonna wanna sit sometime and that's okay. Worth the investment. I can't forget this, the cash box. Look how cute this is. It is so adorable. I actually found this at a local shop in town called the Yo Store. and it was at a good price. It was on sale during the holidays, and I had to get it. I got it in time for the Portland Bazaar. Put your little code in. I'm gonna show you mine. Probably already did. And then it's this small. So again, it's small. It's not big. I'm not gonna bring hundreds. I'm just gonna bring $100, 20, 10, 5 ones. Break it down that way. And it's so cute. And even if it's not just for cash, if you just want something quick, stick a gum, a charger, whatever, get a cash box. I think they're cute. Some people do bags. I don't know. I don't want another bag on me. Put your code in. Let me put mine in. I think I remembered it. Oh, let's see. Turn that. All right. And that's how you use that. It's so cute. I don't get asked often for cash, but enough. So just be prepared. And if you want to put other stuff in it, you can. So I highly recommend bins, obviously, for a market event. It could be a plastic bin, it could be a box, it could be anything that's great for storing candles. This is the one I use. And I get this from Office Depot, and I've gotten some from Amazon. And I love the way it claps. It closes really easily. And I prefer the clear ones because I know which ones I want to bring and what order they're in. So for example, you see how it's clear in my label. From past experiences, when you have a bunch of candles at random and say someone's like, hey, I want a tomato gardens, but it's off the table, and you're like, I have some in stock, one moment. And then you open this and it's just like at the bottom. It's best to just be like, all right, this is this candle, this is this blend, that blend, that blend. These are 4 different blends. And another bin I have are about 4 other types. So have it in order, so when you pull from it, you know how much is left and you know which one you're taking. It sounds obvious, but for the longest, I just didn't do that. I would make the candles, stress, put it in a bin, and go to the market event wondering why I'm like feeling unorganized. Each market, I'm always learning from past markets what to do, what not to do. So it helps to have this. Look at that. Helps with space. I have a bin of my big candles, and this one here are all of the concrete mini candles, and then my glass ones comes in its own box. But this helps with storage. I love these bins. Have like 5. It's worth it. So some extra tips to keep in mind are these fun little plastic sign holders. Really easy to use. You just slide it in like this, and you put your design in it. I love this so much. It helps folks not read flat. Put the sign up. This is the old one, back when my minis were 15. They're 20 now. But this is just an example showing what it looks like. So some are bigger, of course, but I like the small one because I can put like a few on my table and it doesn't take up too much space. But I recommend this. It's great. It's easy and it's see-through. So sometime if you have trouble remembering things last minute or under pressure, print a copy of your wording, your pricing, whatever you want to say, and then do the same copy on the back. So if someone's asking a random question and you feel stressed, maybe you just forget a little bit. It's okay. It happens. You have it on the back. Just saying, you'll be very grateful that you took this tip because I do that all the time. So then that way when they're like, blah, 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 oh yeah, it could be anything, but this could be very helpful for you. So check it out and definitely add this to your market must-have list. All right, so before I go, there are just main things I think you should remember when it comes to market events. Water. Even if there's water stations, you're going to be so busy talking a lot, your throat's going to get dry, you're going to be thirsty, and you may not be able to step away from your table. Have some water, have a water bottle, something that you drink water out of. Have it close by. I have done so many markets where I just talk, and I was just thirsty. And I was like, someone please give me water. There's always someone that's going to be like, oh, I got you, but just be prepared. Have your own, you know? Snacks, I would say fruit, like grapes, something that doesn't get your hands dirty. Maybe a protein bar, something that doesn't get your hands messy. And my adrenaline gets so high during market events that I'm not exactly starving until later. Of course, market events always have food vendors, but just have your own little snack to like take from. And like my kiosk, I hide my snacks away. So I'm always just like eating. I don't eat in front of the customers, but I will sneak in a grape or 2. And if you've watched this far, You're gonna really like the next videos coming up. Besides me prepping for my market coming up in July, I am going to do a video highlighting candle resources. So get ready for that. I think that's going to be a really good one. But because I am getting ready for a market, I figured, hey, share some helpful resources. And I hope it helps you guys. Anything I left out after watching this entire video, feel free to talk amongst each other in the comments. We always learn from one another. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you're like, whoa, I never thought about that. I'll try it. Help each other out. We all have our own style, but it's nice to have a starting point. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.